Hello, my friends. Just a quick howdy. My name is Jocelyn. My surname is Pelagia. I realize that's a difficult surname, so guess what? Please just call me Jocelyn. I'm very comfortable with it. I'm quite a casual person. I wanted to quickly just kind of say words to you about the grading in this class because it's not traditional grading. In fact, it is labor-based grading where you will be earning the grade you choose to earn through your behaviors, engagement, and efforts. So it's all laid out also in other documents and every week throughout the class, but basically, if you're like, I just want my 3 credits and the experience of this class, I'm so happy with a C, then you only need to do a baseline of work each week. So we'll usually have a discussion and journals, just generally speaking. And so you would just need to do your own discussion post and 1 journal in order to get a C that week. And if you do that week after week after week, basically you're contracting, you're making the choice in the agreement to go for a C in the class. If you are like, no, I want to do a little bit more because I do like the look of a B, those satisfying curves, woohoo, then you would do a little bit more each week. You would do your own original discussion post and you would write 1 reply to a classmate. When it comes to the journals, you would do 2 journals. So you can see there's kind of a scaffolding up in terms of the amount of work done in order to earn a certain grade. If you are like, woohoo, I'm here for the A, I love the A, then each week you would do your own original discussion post and you would do 2 replies to classmates. When it comes to the journals, you would write 3 journals and submit them. For each of these, the discussion posts, the replies, the journals, there is a word count limit, like a minimum requirement to meet. It is laid out like I tell you in the instructions, I tell you in the discussion folder, I tell you. So as long as you hit the word counts and you show some evidence of having put in care, I mean, this shouldn't be insulting work, if you know what I mean, then you get the points. So you do the work, you do the amount of work you choose to do, and you get the score or the grade that you are after. That way we can avoid end of semester barrages in my inbox of, I meant to do those 9 weeks of class, could I please do them now? Like, no, let's just do it all along, and you are in control of it all along. In terms of late work, you do get 3 late passes. So if you were planning to do the work because I don't want to say procrastinator, but let's just say you excel at working to deadline. And if you were thinking you were going to do the work at 8 p.m. on a Sunday night and then suddenly your internet went out or some health crisis happened, you can email me and say, may I use late pass number 1? And I'll say, yes, of course you may, Moby. And you get a 48-hour extension. So our weekly deadline is Sunday at 10 p.m. This would give you until Tuesday at 10 p.m. to post or submit the work that you didn't get done. So you get 3 late passes. If you encounter something massive in your semester, like you've been flying along, like showing, yes, I'm doing this class, I'm doing the work, and suddenly just your world implodes or collapses, you can message me and say, can I use my gimme, please? Like, give me a shot to get through the class. And that is like really reserved for a big ongoing crisis, but it should be something that can be resolved within a week to 2 weeks. So I think what I'm trying to say with all of this though is if you're having any problems or you're running into any issues, just tell me. Like, communication is key. And we can make a plan. We can always try and make it work because I'm rooting for you. So I'm not trying to be an obstacle to your success. I am trying to be like behind you, gently shoving your rear end towards the finish line. Anyhow, I love this class. The emphasis is not only on doing the writing, but on doing creative writing. So feel free to not just type a document, post it, submit it every week. That's okay if that's who you are. But if you're kind of like, no, I love art, then draw some pictures and put your words around little figures and things. Or if you're really into some sort of like textile something, do you do weaving? Could you take something you've woven and like put your text onto it? So you can marry visuals, you can do multimedia, you can do a whole thing about baking with your grandmother where the whole piece is formatted on recipe cards, ye old-fashioned recipe cards. So really feel free to lean in to the creative part of the class. But yeah, with the labor-based grading, just know you do X amount, you get the C. You do the next amount up, you get the B. You do the most possible, you get the A. Some weeks you might be able to do more than others. So, it all can even out, but you're in control. And so let's have fun.